we share case now. The woman cry the main thing is that almost say license the man say on your mining and on the coma will be a bra one uncle J authority for minister. And no home I am 20 years no. And the way our cause are behaving right now, how drink a it says if you convict somebody on this alone, 20 years a year. And they say, "Oh, be at it." Case really case. I say, "Wontumi all the galamsey." Case mean that say, as I say, the man say, "Own too good was according to court, or the Maudi, okay, good, Juma also, abra when your authority from the minister, and no and the 20 years ago." And I feel that it's just excessive. A dose to impose conviction will be on this basis. A man of 20 years. I'm happy to know that the lawyers appeal the decision. In a train, copy of the judgment, yesterday, near who basis now, Jama judge, which means arrival at the 20 years.
Oh, okay. Until we are quite surprised at the judgment.
Oh, of course. I mean, listen, case in the media check. One of the things I know, saying prosecution, it's immediately said, at least who was some letter of transfer. I give you a chance, Wontumi to take positive steps at the assassination. In the course of the trial, I mean, we say, woman to me improve any of that. Oh, okay. I say, what you want to say? There might say fire go. No amount of no more year, you might be more year than say. I don't know, my coso. Woman are forcing my coso. If I didn't see me, I guess as no man, then I will obey me. Now, woman, quiet, man, or sooner. Ya many uncle Monsieur Jawum. Now, won't you mean on the say on question 20 years? I am a taper and idea.
Okay. Well, lawyer, so unyan share we ni munti. I'm sure say in due time. So we ma you be basunya be di nkomo kakra ho. But me pese be be concentrate on the tribunal na ye kan ho asem no. Na say be later be ni on Wontumi de na na asamba back to it.
Okay.
The lawyer nam ye pese ehun say Diana wrong about the tribunal. Who say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ekasa about it. Na TUC and so kasa about it. In one segment, Diana say one paper become reading now TUC ekasa a lawful form of mob justice. And he say most people are not happy about it. Tribunal na ankasa no lawyer debe ankasa. And at the the new patriotic party and I say most people ekasa yentwem.
Well, any pepi any ho, any pepi nko any ho. Ni pepi any ho. If you say ade no hwe nabakwasema ye wo tribunal ho nyina nye papa. The history of this whole tribunal thing has never been good. And I'm not sure and nipa bibi ma no kumase abontine ye bo ma ya sia ma eklepra wo mu ebi wo kra na omu wuye enam ta ajesu enam tribunal so and I decided the dia na wo ho enye omo de tribunal ne ba ni bisa omo say e dia nti na mo de tribunal eba it mean also mo che dia eye wo sa tribunal
yeah na omo ka be say omo person mo speed up near ma afi galamsey cases no so ba bebo
I'm going to come to all of them. So one, so with the character speeding up trial. Speeding up trial, they don't do speeding trial, but one, a dear market before something, a court, I better say a better than the dear, almost day by day system. In the current structure, the current judicial system, there's nothing that stops the court from sitting day by day. Two, Obank has, they say, court, a bit area, almost more than 24-hour economy are by the court in the area. You can make sure that the current court structure will be better and the per you can fix it through the current structure. Again, when we say cases, the whole backlog of cases, we can use the same structure to clear the backlog of cases. One, by building more courts. And not good for the bench, so you build a courts in over 100. It's in order to clear backlog of cases. You can also construct 200, 300 courts. Now there are a lot of lawyers or maybe used to criminal money. They can be trained to go into the judiciary, go to the bench, and sit as judges. Or maybe to are content. Again, if you remember, before pens or by a year by 4 years, the automation of the high court system, and also automating into the fast track high court. It was because of the introduction of technology. Now we are in the age of AI. If they really want to fast track cases, they can use AI as one of the means of fast tracking cases. As I said, another reason, and the fact that the Constitution says justice emanates from the people. And in the tribunal, a bar, young judges and a Baba Betnaso, a young new I'm walking to cases near her. Sana, the Constitution, air country, young fat Timamu cases. Now, again, in the current structure, we can have that because we have the jury system. Would be a dear rule, and I say, you indict you, be that's the last time ever criminal court. It means to the jury. Almost so a trial across it. In fact, if they want to expand this provision, or make me extend the jury trial to all the criminal cases and even to civil cases, because in the US, the jury are also involved in civil matters. And see, we share identity of this we introduce to tribunal system now. There's nothing in it that the current structure cannot handle. As I say. So you ask yourself, what is the real motivation behind it? Nobody knows. And we feel that what is going to happen is look, when your liberties are at stake, you want the best professional to sit on the case to determine your guilt or otherwise. Now, I'm saying, tribunal judges may be moved. Okay. About or a lawyer. Yes, the penny, no money lawyers. No more contrasting. Now, as a bar, just yes, really for near Darko CG. We need to be very careful because there is nothing this is going to correct that the current system cannot correct. I mean, any NPP for Unqua, a year or yet, or memo, who the history of tribunal, question. Look, the CUC, no, Mokasa, Ghana, Gumapuna.
Yeah,
Ghana, they are not happy with the tribunal. And the last point, we had a constitutional review committee, both Professor Thomas and John Bama put it together, meaning that they recommend total annihilation of this tribunal from our constitution. When we see a new constitution, we are now young constitution. If your own constitutional review committees are saying that we don't need tribunal, now you want to use the back door to introduce tribunal into the system, then you believe that you have an ulterior motive. Your motive is not genuine, and I believe that nobody should support this. We should speak against it. And I'm sure when we use the current structure and correct all the shortcomings, it will help all of us than to bring this report to our system. Now, they say, and in Parliament, they say to us, I am more people for Mushroom, they did the limit. Let's should understand that it's not true. Now, I said a jada way, never could and let your abbey, a jada for the Sabbath. And so, if they think that they are going to use this to persecute their political opponent, then they should do it because they are not going to be there forever. But is that how we want to build this country? That is not how we want to build our country. We want to use rule of law. That's it. nti yɛn nyinaa yɛn kasa ntia na yɛyi saa de no fio ɛnna nyɛ na court yi a yɛn nyinaa yɛsi yɛ pay agye ne Wontumi yɛ team.
Yeah.
But we believe that is always a fairer process than this so-called tribunal. Tribunal be a winner.
Okay.
The here say you benya your court system you be improve. Say court no so. Okay, yes bin ka ho. Yemfa more judges. Yemfa more judges. Yensi more courts. You introduce technology. Cases need the content. One of the things we can and they say Galamsey cases. When you go to all the Galamsey communities, all right, court, your district court, your secretary, high court, so why can't we improve these courts? Near moment everyone, near quite different court. Near we are our court, the president appointed. I'm a court house woman. Woman has to be different now. I think that we've gone beyond that as a country. Yes, I see.
And lawyer, a constituent of that tribunal, and so see a lawyer bako. Mienuna kind of criteria ben and can be selected.
I think we are team before. We don't have to be a lawyer. In fact, the criteria that you don't even have to be a lawyer. You're a lawyer, you pay. To my lawyer. I want him to say you have to prove the guilt of an accused person beyond reasonable doubt. Woman yes, woman better say.
Okay.
To about here, when you buy was really poor. Nipa miensa. You need a woman similar saying. It's really poor. Near the oko. You cannot be doing this to yourself. I mean, look at where we have come. From the PNDC days. You have built a double class. You have to Is that the kind of thing we want? I don't think that we want that now.
Okay. Docs, maybe say, oh, here is the NDC government or more a little bit intolerant, Kakrana.
Oh, well, I mean, it's abundantly clear, and it's not only because of the tribunals there. The way we say, "Dear, the cancer mom linen argument bachelor." Now, Kadina, Camilla and Hassan, your son. Or no, I could cast them at Sophie Biaka. Sophie no coca to a very 32 cows, no, what's in you no can be. They were here as well, you need to question. The part of the car cast them. Oh, this is the percent. Well, and then 32. Or bury the boy was out of the moment. Now, we're not question. It's the same government, what will be our say, Dimitra is back. And when did that become a crime? Dimitra Kumasi, you knew like. Now, should be because Dimitra is back as your channel. This same government last week, Bank of Ghana came to Parliament. As my Bank of Ghana for the almost Bank of Ghana cry in public. They want to hear Bank of Ghana in camera. As some men Bank of Ghana ever come back Ghana for this year. We need to be very careful in this country. So as I say, and this government has become intolerant indeed. Almost say do pay and obey. Almost Ghana for one or two about Momu. Omo can say Ghana for two about Momu the tribunal beba to the tribunal ba. Now I ask Ghana for about two about Mamu. Look at you say Moba adwuma mo be bi kwa papa ebi be kwa wia ni be akwa bimre busa wo say Ashanti region a company be the NDC for by o ma be ya ebi kwa papa wia de bimre ask yourself
I'm so musi market no
see your control money anaju o ma ka so musi market o mo ka so mu be company na me so me market works market no ashe now see the market for our now actually the 24-hour economy. I'm manage the market. Juma be this is be up for quickly. It will not work beyond 7 o'clock ever. So as I say, So, media, about renewing the promises, media, means say, so, and no deal. Because what catch you, promise also for the Ghana for they should declare state of emergency over Galamsey area. I know it was part of their promises to the people of Ghana. Why are they interested in submitting that bill? When Galamsey is getting worse, when unemployment is getting worse. These are the things they need to address.
Okay. Now, on the Galamsey, do you think, sir, because of the gold board, maybe, or my Jama Niemamuago Kakrana?
Oh, and I said there's no question about it. The statistics we have is that if you go to export to Amanoneno, okay, more than 50% come from small-scale mining companies. Small-scale mining companies, about 80% of that is illegal mining. If you want to illegal mining products, it's gold board. We want to illegal mining products.
Okay. Lawyer, other my edubesi and I said, Namia, now show your share, Wontumi Media, and I sample was so now on my details of it.
Anytime, that's not number 2.
Okay. Yeah, Lawyer John Darko, Member of Parliament for Swami. Anna, Yenene Bon Koma, Wama and Sem Chechemu, and I caught by 3 or 4 angles. Anna Nina, Wama Munchemu, Kama Pan. And to keep your messages coming on 0246 677 566. Mamini can call Kranamin for the very first badge, Emra 0246 677 566. Aya chairman Wontumi case no. Yen can you beko to Dr. Palgrave watch it down and then he was in court. And don't person lawyer be Wontumi Media be brain no. You beko to the side of Dr. Palgrave watch it down I know what court and then no. Now you are details of that. But for now, the first badge of more messages now.
Good afternoon, Mr. Morgan. Morgan Medianis Congo Swami Magazine. We are more about Super Papa and our beggar for Namintia, Champion Chairman and Akwesi, Chairman Utuna and Ye, Najuma Panti, and Papa Professor Joshua Rabi, Namintia Incoming Secretary, Ajon Kasiba Kope, Bachamfo, and our honorable friends, income organizer. Now I really same way Abasa Yadi Chama Wontumi Ekoje. Others say 1 year, others say 5 years, others say 10 years, others say 20 years. Maybe me ho. Yes, young convo you say here. So there. NDC appointees, NDC ministers, and I'm a day a photo with the common one. DC4 Amo Ankrobata and as a baby piano, Ghana for Nenano, and I'm on fire and share so. More appointment, more for quite be so. Say, more party about power, more too good, to Galamsey, said the more pay your car, more person mobility, way and a more fine and share so. A China Debbie, and tea, and a Udo for Kodua. Ukotuha na wajamso yenye de yankantene masampa midawase Morgan
senior moha wianu yakoko so le kase flu kuma sin share so ewe ma mencha ne mo abaso ne kase yankopon sha o boy duma na menchia chama kukufa santo ya chama no bi menchia no France adma ku yembi secretary ba santo jama menchia no pa na menchia onabu dikem usu ya santo do organizer de ne ba menchia pa na chama ekins and so your first vice chairman the deneba was Santo maybe we are Mamenchiano. Now me some people delegating and I say Momo say nipa boom don't about Tom and Demo on forming the American no mama no man in Kuyi. Now we are and no ma air course with the made a mess pay for say Galamsey no and na omo nature my own to me to dia. And the best some Momo say Galamsey na course of my room you read the cocoa amakono ho for nyina bebodua na besa ban so man ni nko entumi tu Galamsey na say yenso essence na say koy se etumi tu asia ebeboa ama yensa ase ni yenso no enso ay kama besa ebeboa ama yapom de so akoyi kama na bibia enso ay kama nda so baba
Captain Morgan we am mencha na member wa baso na mencha Professor Joshua Labi na mencha honorable Isama Lasam na afei ɔbɔfoɔ nhyɛnso so maame nkyia nepa ɔno nso ba asaman na afei asukwa ade napoleon maame nkyia no ne asukwa mc ɔno abo amɔ kama beebi ɔmo obi a original isaac ayaba ne meka africa ase Captain Morgan Wontumi na yabu anefo a yama ne 20 years no amanyɔfoɔ obi amfa ntunu hofo sɛ woyɛ NDC sɛ woyɛ minister sɛ woyɛ appointee sɛ woyɛ hwan pa we tu hofo na hu ne sɛ ba ya aba no ye ba besom o my Ghana ye besom emefan gu ye botom so rebi ba ye na obesom gu ne botom a enne ne ho akire no no anti politicians ye mfa we ne mfa nya afuto mfa ye mfa man na me say NDC appointees there anya do betima de adi o my Ghana hwamo anya do betima di NDC ho hwamo o mbedi nokore no mabu adwuma ama Ghana fa ni ayede aso na 2028 ya to aba ayede atoa NDC so se de be ya o my Ghana abeyede be ye Captain Morgan Wontumi nkromfo ene obi a odi sika wa ban ma na asem ewo court bia no onfa no ho adwe no fa ntu no ho fo na namo a woto odi ye sika de brayem na so twene kakra bi a onfa bra na so twene ye de enye kakra bi Captain Morgan oba de nsa no ye okase be da se
yes we de wa oba wo fa se wa de nya Robert me kasa fi kotwim kransa anyi bota tetutu gate na pe na wadawro ma me nchia me ambe papa ma de nya Professor Joshua Alabi maminchia na pa na minchia statement no chama na kwasi ontumentum no na minchia ba chamfo ba bi obia maminchia no na minchia chama fin also maminchia no ba bi obia na kakra mi Kenya ni se wohwe Wontumi kesi a na yamia ya adum mabua kokadem 20 years ya se ema ni de bia me kase se ye chichire ma ni se ya ema ni betumi akonanim a yehia no panyi bia me na appointment bia no betumi aboa ma diske beti no betumi aye adwuma na ye Kenya no so say ye nuanom NDC for no so a ye papa John Domani Mahama wa mo appointment na wanti weni anhwe na wanhwe ni ye na skebedi ho na ye kasa fa ye adwuma na so wanfa nye na se duro no ka diska no na o se do kwa onzo kwa na uko e mo iska se fa ye adwuma fa ye ma na adwuma ba bia se fa ska ni ye adwuma no fa ye na ma na chichire no onko ye ne bibia na ye kama medaspa.
Good afternoon, Angela FM for na chief for with Ashanti Media do offense kokote. Amencha the champion chama to me to na kusi na amencha papa Professor Joshua Alabe na amencha obofo ewo share so. Kakra make fa chama Wontumi dey say 20 years no. Say we be addition pa yi ama politicians for na omudi omano sika ena omana honya ena omana sase pokwan bone no so no me den keka me nko 20 years den ka Wontumi wonkwa ebi se kwan a ode omano fa so koji sika o Exim Bank ese omano sika ndem ne nko kwa se de be ya be nsanda ho dem politicians na ye den omaka no aban papa ba excellence John Dramani mama mo pa ubu ma Ghana for asena pa ni yedi ne nko so ekoso no ese Ghana for nyina se mfa pa wota papa na chi na omane enye ye maye.
Good afternoon. Angela FM na mo saying Patro Medinti Asomeshu because free as was when I went to campus yaso which Professor Alabi Michel Bibia Obia which obofo kwatamo for share so obofo kwatamo for share so that is share for monkan na mutu abano mano which batam for original secretary that me manu sa ya me manu loco bisha chama muchama nana kusi chama wan kasa otimi disi become kawo ma shintereji chama wan kasa otimi boduma odi NDC ba power chama wan kasa waidi osi party office kama mai ona chama nana kusi insha Allah Sulementin na mintuminti na pete fomu mi ono munyi hu hwi so man di boni bia Patro Wontumi dey no e no kresa o ma die ni 20 years say no kre dia o ma ya die no maka ni na ndo mo asem na njelu o mu so NDC for e catch them so musu di boni sa na MPP ba sa na mo de be mu say insha Allah we promote na opposition 96 years don't do my part and see John Dramani mama wa sha se no ni ya say sa ko etu Wontumi for 8 years and say o mai no na e de wan nya 7 months ai ni Wontumi for 8 years in say o mai no na de 1 year 7 months ai ni Davida insha Allah so ituma pass na si John Dramani mama wa sha se ni ye say bibia sha se e ko jojo
International Morgan mepo acha sika mpero of mekasefro oboase abusku meso ba minche na nada kwa wati na minkwa sheye UJ Max last one enkoma baba idruso tobo parliament also a deputy communication drew among kaino era moga ade omode ye chema Wontumi na enye o yesi de na bro bank ane no na de ye munwono bai omodo omonkoso wanchichi ye nyina enkogum mekura de make krom se manunsi ne ebechime hakotu ade no mpa macho sa enti adwuma ni o manim no mu hu ya na ensu komu kuye no mu hu ye ana macho pre ko mo man 20 years ne kai che obebres ne kai che krompo ye kra ba kokra eno so ni he ya besre papa Muhammad o ye no hwe no njai onhwe no nje sika benko na chema Wontumi okodi ya pre kwa 20 years adai me da se
Irina ne kwa MGH adansiaso kwa Rainbow Information Center ya BMku ha yitie mo papa the platform e show eko papa eko se na me ka se me papa ya me ame papa ya wo kasei se na enye KGC na Doomso is back eko chin and then MPP NDC sa no moti o mon kanu kre enchile ye mebunu no so and I say see in and cabasa now, Musemunim Mlanos Mompep, some of them ran a better way, Mlada. Munim Piffy, a fee, a Mlanachi, ye papa chema Wontumi. A friend I'm obey your home propaganda and then. Mimi MPP ni NDC. Ye Kayin and I Kayfla. It's an old yard, DNA, ye canning and after. More time was Anna Moye. So they say, it's no Bibiana, yeah. Monsu Casasa, so they say. Cause Mokra Moba Ben was easy. I was Umbenya NDC Navy action.
Morgan, me more highway. Come on, I'm at Word first. My found here more Dima Professor Joshua Labi, Ghana Commercial Bank Board Chairman. No, now my original chairman and Akwasi. Professor Bacham for General Secretary Dene Banono. Now Matia Mustafa Araga as well as Constituency Chairman. No, Open Morgan. We MPP communicators when him so ma for o ma moto e san say o mun sem bia number ready so be kasa e na ora no o mun tibi nya hwe ora no o ma bokagu ora no e se munu na o modie enne o ma hu se emra e wo man se so ma hu se ora na dwuma o ye na aso abapa so ma mu ni nyina forest na ba akofo odfo di excavator be bowem akosai o ma japade we me hu ni se enye judge na kasa we nananom na kasa because nananom o mugu forest ni mu no sebi di abrante ne be no anya o mu de eno ho akatua na me hu ni se enne yenua yade nyina Ashanti Media chairman enne ne saka no na metufo yenua no maka no o mu gram site no de asi konongo no mfanya adusua de atu enua chairman Wontumi mfanya adusua bo mu ka se nti o mu do mu tro se de atu no sa na betimato so ye MPP ni o so ye NDC ni o so ye movement ni o so ye afrafanto e betimato mfanya adusua.
Hello, good afternoon, Penikesia. You dey say who I when you address me freflu Obuasi to Bo Parliament incoming deputy communication Obuasi West. I mention papa me fa kwanya suncha professor Joshua Alabi na professor Ba Chamfo so menchiano enewie na enokwa sampa ne se wo chama Wontumi issue a abai I rehosem nanso so esanso so nigesem true sign be my obi bia wo ba mu sisei ene omo opposition sisei a kire say next time one wo ba mu obi abehwe yie ene omo amotenche no so next time wo so obi aso behwe yie emra the law is the law into law no na so chama Wontumi mu enye obi enye NDC for ene enye obi ana so no law no na so no mu Inti mrandie yamfendi agro o memu ha obi ande mraso na MY na kronobo ene katasene jurumi de ensam fata yamfambu mai ma nkoso da eda
Ayeza Angel FM good afternoon your friend Abdul Hamid aka my papa the kasafiri afida kwa biro no titrim yada nji ayfa base no yakwa ya wancha a Greek minister papa obaye obi de picture obaye no Ghana for de picture na matia NDC company for ina e be sere and good Galamse master, and then the one and then a bad birthday at the man. What I say, MP for Ghana for a friend say, and this by 1 million research down on your correct. And NDC, and you say 1 tower be the SLS John Daman of Permani. Professor was at Ghana, but be as reset. What is the car? A Ghana ye, say by a Ghana Nibia Hobatono. The man who form a saying so empire, them by Ron, LTV, Davida. The never do piano, I say do.
What I mean, so about another more power, we are going to TV taxi driver in Papa Konya was the hardworking MP, lawyer Equavicent, Papa Konobiabua, or the Chamaikins, regional second vice, and I Ira Okuka, Asante Makuka. Now, Kakame can say, Ira Morgan, and I Chamon to me, watch a bit my own, and I bet my Obianti, we are penny war, as I see Swabino, I live back as we destroyed you, Mrs. Yamani Penshadi, no Chinabi. We are the shadow, but Chinabi, you will tell you our Yesu Christu. I say, oh, Zana, and Bow is a monasyndrome. 2 years penny now, or my radio, which we, no more say you are, Rabbi Mabassonia to Macau.
Morgan, good afternoon. I am Musonfo Kudu, controversial man. I'm in chair or both for Cochama, which I saw. No, my chair, Professor Dushalabi. And I was see Chairman still maintain and a batch of secretary. May also make call executive by other age. Kakra cancer. You have Professor Ayendi Abaso Papa. MPP for Kwasiche, and a Jimba, in Timfa, MPP Nibian Tumu, a first time I did be a tomb. It's your ball, my passport. Now, also, I'm a ponti bia, one showed my yellow. MPP my dear, but that's Biano. One show near my year, dear, but in himself, a pontino be able to near my year. No, be what is piano. In himself, I ended, or yet, but Jama and not Ghana fan to my prefer. Conclude you, Naman Morgan.
Captain, good afternoon. Maminchia Ade Poku Akins, incoming second vice chairman of Ashanti Regional, and Asante Kuka Ike. Akwesiegua taxi driver ni na chairman Wontumi I am 20 years imprisonment no a be wake up call ama NDC for na mubu oman no em say oman we no ya sha say chichi mpanyimfo na anka beboa pa because mpanyimfo no de omunsa mienu didi dodo mpanyimfo no nya aduane a omonwene nkyinima ho ne efomfo enti no enye wake up call ma NDC for na omubu oman disi ya ne say machi Wontumi anase mwecheche MPP fo agumusa no MPP fo so ba mo so ye obi a wadi sika bia wadi omani sika bia ono so ye beche no akwasi awu taxi driver na kraw.
Master, good afternoon. Niani akwasi tia me pase free apatra for kokukuru. Mesremo debia me ye recording ba afide so a aya na meka say oman no mum ye nya politics ye nya politics aye man enye yeda we ye de mra na ye adwuma nti aden no de edi no de mo ka kire say eye politics na MPP na NDC sa ne ma we say amampanifo no ehu ye ne ntema anka sika bi akwahye amanfo botoma youth na brew street no so no anka mba kasika bi akwahye amanfo botoma amanfo awie suku tifie na so onya adwuma na anka masa obi afakwati kwan ebu oman no ese oman no forest ese oman no issue abra emfa mram enam se no Wontumi nti na afei de man na didi a yesi enye na yen ni bi etimamfo no so na nya yanka den na mosmo be ka kire se bi oye man akwa se Ghana mra na o se akekire hiafo nko a na eja ya defo e o se akekire won na oni tumi e wo man na eja won na Wontumi sa na ebu man ye man na mubu na yen etimamfo no na mubu ye man na mayo ye na mo hwe so ye na de hia o se mo ye man na nya de mo pe ana mo ne mabusu afo nko abedi enti na wo se mo yes animan enti di emra o my Ghana mra na ye eno ano se echeme na se miami ni bi na mi o hiani no se echeme ne di se echeme na ene o se echu sikani if the Bible kra ka se atemoda no sikani ni ho hiani ni ho
in case out program so I got a time me can for I was a man na krono ho na krono da hono ma sebi leaders no ene pay for no mudi ene menkano ena ma we mi na aka ho ana ma we mu nyina aba ɔwɔ sɛ na koro no ebi ka na koro be ebi so de sebi mprabia sɛ ɛyɛ o sɛ enyo na wɔde toro no ɛkata na koro so a wɔbɛka na koro ama onua wo sɛ deɛ woyɛ no ɛnyɛ ɛkyena wɔyɛ ade yi no ɔwɔ sɛ ebi kasa me mbodi na me kɔbɛto bi so ayi so kasa na we bae na sei na ɔbae sei ne sei wɔkyekyekye no mmara na akyi wo nyu bi na akyi wo ano de mmara na akyi wo ho wonim deɛ yɛ ɛne deɛ nyɛ pa wonim nso ɛnam sɛ na koro ne niwa yɛ bɛka na kyɛ ho nti ɛnyɛ no ko adeɛ wɔna fa no ɛyɛ saa nso ɛmmoa yɛ